Greetings, fellow Earthlings. Jody here on the 3rd of February 2017. And we've just had embolic, and we've had a new moon, and we have the beginning of the second month of this new year, 2017. And in celebration of that, I thought I'd do a card reading because always good wisdom coming from the cards. The Earth Magic Oracle deck is the one I prefer to use these days. I have lots of decks and I love them all, but this one is just my most favorite right now, and that's by Stephen D. Farmer, who has also written a number of books, but I haven't read any of those books yet, but I gather they're very good. Anyway, it's a beautiful sunny day, and I have a little bit of time to myself, and I'm cleaning my house. I find that the most effective way to clear energy that's bottling up, and I can sense when things are getting intense and that there's a release necessary, and it doesn't have to be a big magic spell and all sorts of spiritual wooey stuff. It just needs to be a simple process of starting with yourself. So cleansing yourself. I'm enjoying a beautiful cup of chaga tea, which I discovered a few years ago, and I have discovered is an extremely positive way to rehydrate and nurture my body through the winter when there's not a lot of light. And I'll do a video at some point about chaga and chaga mushrooms, but all that to say, I harvest it myself on our property, and I just take a little bit, not a whole lot. I don't decimate the tree, and I only have one tree with chaga mushroom growing on it. So all that to say, I'm all about, if I can find it on the land all around me, that's where I prefer to get my medicine. Anyway, chaga tea. So I'm going to do a card reading. And I have just asked that we get wisdom that would be of the highest good for all the people that this video reaches this afternoon. And I'm just going to see which card presents itself. Like I always say, I do similar to Doreen Virtue. I just let the deck tell me what card it wants me to recognize, and generally that happens really quickly, but today it's not happening that quickly. So all that to say, I was saying about cleaning, so all that, I was just spending some time cleaning my house, vacuuming, although I don't tend to do that when the power is most expensive, but I just felt it was necessary today. I smudged the whole house. I used Palo Santos because I love it. I love it for all sorts of reasons, and it's something that I like to practice at least once a month, and that's go through my house and smudge it and give it a good clean. And generally, one of the repercussions of that is life is good. Life is really good. So what is the wisdom that would be of the highest benefit for us on this 3rd of February 2017? I see it. All right, so, ooh, this is deep. Fog, veiled. Well, we're going to go with what this has to say. Fog, veiled. But see how it's a brilliant golden light. Lots of talk right now about shielding, especially for highly energetically sensitive individuals, that we always have to be grounding and shielding and being available to the right energy output and input. But all that to say, I was told at one point that putting a bright white light is a little threatening, especially in the energetic frequencies that are rolling through right now, and that if you want to guard yourself but not be too bright for those that can't handle that strong a light, put a gold light around you. So I like to put a gold light around me for the majority of the time, but it's important to remember. So I'm going to put this down while I find the page. And it, of course, opened right on it. And I'm going to put on glasses because that way I can read. So today, fog, veiled. Fog is simply a low cloud, a blanket of water crystals that hasn't gained the density of raindrops. The thicker it is, the more it shrouds us in its damp and billowy arms. It can be so thick that it makes it nearly impossible to see directly in front of us. During these times, silence makes its own sound as we pause and allow ourselves to be enveloped in this shroud of impenetrable density. We may even feel as if we can do nothing but be still and await what is to be revealed. Yet even within the thick fog, we can be assured that it will eventually burn off as the sun's rays infiltrate the veil. And once they do so, we can anticipate how the light and warmth will bring us welcome relief from the cold. As the sun continues to disperse the fog, our surroundings become illuminated, and we have the opportunity to continue forward. You are enmeshed in confusion and uncertainty and are unsure if it will ever clear up. This is not the best time to make decisions, particularly major ones. Know that this foggy veil will eventually dissolve, although there may be ways you are unconsciously contributing to this state. The greater truth is that this is simply a cycle you are moving through, and like all things, this too shall pass. Allow yourself to feel confused. In fact, decide to be confused. No matter what attempts you make right now to make things happen or move in any specific direction out of impatience or frustration, you risk only creating more confusion and uncertainty. So be still and patient. Wait for that first glimmer of awareness to lift the veil so that you can see the choices before you more clearly and can then choose to align yourself with the will of Spirit. So, good advice as we're entering into a weekend. I'm going to continue to clean my own space, just focus on my own space, and then, everything else will fall into place. So I wish everyone a very, very blissful and soulful time in the fog. Be patient and know that the sun and the light will soon burn it off. Much love to everybody. Many blessings on your weekend. Bye for now.